National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Prescott looks to throw right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Prescott now from the 50. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, for we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Prescott off play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open window coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Complete to Cam Akers. He's brought down at the 16-yard line.
Third and long for Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And the Rams at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a gain of 21 yards. 46. That's good.
And again, it's Prescott. Fighting more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 36. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Watson now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watson's throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. to the ground. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Watson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On play action, Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Watson. Ebron caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Running left on the handoff is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Evans has it left side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Off the play fake. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Velus Jones, 65 yards. points. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
The tackle by Derwin James. Again, 11 on the play. First down.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to Chase Claypool. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On fourth down, here's the option. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's third down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to Inigo's Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw